Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Warhammer 40k Mechanicus Let's Play. First of all, I'd like to apologize for the length of that first video. I wanted to get through the entirety of the tutorial so that we could jump straight into the actual gameplay in this episode. Unfortunately, that made the video really long, and it did suffer for that length, I feel like. I was losing my voice by the end, and so my reading got kind of erratic, and yeah. But we're going to try to keep them shorter from here on out. I'm going to shoot for like 30-ish minutes. Fairly standard length. Also, if you want, or if you feel like the audio needs any sort of adjustment, let me know. It's always difficult to find the sweet spot with a new series, balancing the in-game dialogue versus my voice versus the sound effects and the music and all that. So if you think any one thing is too loud or too quiet, please let me know. So, we're going to jump into sort of the more sandboxy part of this campaign, but before we do, we need to equip our tech priests. So let's jump in here and take a look at our two characters. So we have Magos Menarius, who, if I'm not mistaken, was the Magos in that first tutorial mission, and then Magos Jeremiah, which is the same name, I believe, as the apprentice that we had that actually died. But here we have a Magos Jeremiah, so I'm going to pretend that it's the same guy. We can also adjust our color scheme here. And they have some presets, so you can do the Mars color scheme, which is the default. Ryza, which is yellow, although that looks very orange here. Metallica, and Custom. I'm going to do Custom. I'm going to do like a Mars color scheme, but I think I'm going to do it a little bit more exaggerated. I like this really deep red. This red's a little bit too pink for me. But that could be the lighting. So I like, let's see, something kind of deep red in there maybe. I can't really tell the difference between those. And then let's see, what is this changing? Just the little like tabard cloth thing on their front. We'll go with something like that, I think. Okay. I'm happy with that. Now, let's go into our first character here and decide what we want to do with him. So, first things first, we need to equip his weapons. So, we have a power axe or an Omnesian axe and a phospho blast pistol, which is, I believe, slightly different than what he had in the tutorial. Well, before we look at that, let's choose a discipline for him. So, one of my longtime subscribers has been kind of walking me through the mechanics of this game in the comments, and it sounds like once you level up, you can kind of choose between any of these. You're not necessarily limited to a single tree. You could potentially max out like 2 of these in each character or something. So, we're not completely married to the choice that we make here, but we still want our first choice to be an intelligent one. This guy has kind of like a, it almost looks like he has a metallic beard. He's very old and wizened looking. And so I think I want to make him sort of like the more wizardy type, I guess, like kind of a support buff bot type of character. And so let's see what these different classes are all about. We have the Explorator. Explorators take on the quest for knowledge more than any other discipline. They reach far into the depths of unknown space, searching for lost archaeotech, new species, and even new worlds. That sounds like something that might fit. We have Secutors. So they are masters of man and machine. They wield the often rare trait of charisma. With their inspiring leadership, they are able to multiply the efficiency of Scutarii tenfold. I feel like that could be something for him too. So while he himself isn't particularly powerful, he would be almost like a summoner where he would be controlling the Scutarii or the the whatever we bring into combat with us and make them better. We have Tech Auxilium, an often overlooked discipline. The Tech Auxilium takes on tasks that other tech priests avoid. They are the oil within an engine. They keep the great Mechanicus cog running as smoothly as they can. We have Lex Mechanics. So, rigorous catalogers, Lex Mechanics compile, analyze, and run data entry tasks. They're capable of finding valuable data among indecipherable texts, maps, and other obscure forms such as enemy weaknesses in battle. So that's almost like a hacker, but also in like a traditional RPG, I feel like that would be like a lore trait, like somebody who's really high on lore. Engine seers, among the more common that you run into. So unlike other priests, engine seers are found to serve on almost every Imperial planet in the galaxy, seeing to the well-being and maintenance of all things mechanical. So these are like the tech priests that you generally think of, the ones that are like building and repairing and, you know, working on stuff. And then we have the Dominus. A Dominus is heavily trained in the art of war, using their skills to monitor and calculate highly complex battle maneuvers in the blink of an eye. We'll definitely want a tech priest Dominus. They're going to be the best fighters. But let's see, for the first trait, what are our options? So we have Noospheric Scan, reveal enemy statistics when in melee range. I feel like that would be a good trait to pick up on somebody who's primarily a Dominus. Because if the Dominus moves into melee range, we could automatically scan with it. So while I might not double spec a Dominus into this, I might steal that one just to have it. For the Secutors, we have Servant Protocol. Troop unit gains +1 damage, +4 movement, +15% critical chance. So that would make the servants that we bring in hit harder, move faster, and have a better chance to crit. That could be good because we saw in that last mission, we really struggled with one particular Necron warrior, and our servants just, or the servitors specifically, couldn't scratch him. And so this might have really helped there, and obviously more movement means that they can get into combat faster because they're strictly melee focused, at least the ones that we have. We have Tech Auxilium. Your next weapon's attack's cognition is reduced by 2 cognition points. So that would be like a free attack, essentially. With the Lex mechanic, we generate 1 cognition point at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. So we get a free cognition if our thing is empty. That might be a good one to start him off with. Engine Seer, let's see. Active, cleanse the target of any negative effects, and passive negative effects last 1 less turn. Okay, and then the Dominus, +4 for ranged weapons. I'm going to start with this one. I think getting a free cognition point if we're empty is fantastic, because then I can spend all my cognition knowing that I'll get a free one back and go from there. So I don't have to worry about, oh, do I save this cognition point until next turn, or, you know, do I spend it? That should help, I think. So let's go ahead and lock that in. That's also going to boost our equipment slots. So equipment slots are tied to level up here, so augment capacity. We have, let's see, the Amnesian Axe there. And then we can give him a Phosphor Blast Pistol on either shoulder slot. So we can put it here, and it's going to be reflected there. Or we can unplug it and throw it there, and it'll be reflected here. I really like that not only do the augments show up on the characters, which is a huge thing for me, but they're even accurately reflected. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. On the character's body, depending on what slot it goes in. I'm going to put it on the right. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and we can rename these characters too. I'm not going to rename our original 2, but as we get more tech priests, I will accept names moving forward. Wait, should I plug this in on the other side? Oh, so that does affect where they go here. I'll do it on that side then, just because that's where it was before. But I will take names later on for the new characters we pick up. Since these 2 were already established, I'd like to just keep them as is so things aren't as confusing. Alright, and so for Magos Jeremiah, I think I'm going to make him a Dominus just so that we have somebody a little bit more adept in combat. So yes, I will take enhanced weapons. We will give him an Amnesian Axe as well, and a Phosphor Blast Pistol. Oh, I keep putting it on the wrong side. Again, not that it matters, it's just that when I was doing the tutorial, the weapon slot at the top was full, and so I'm just trying to keep things consistent so I don't mess them up or whatever. Okay, so that is all of our upgrades for the time being. We can go back to the cohort screen and look at our servitor, but there's really nothing to do there. There's obviously others that we can unlock. I don't know what these are. I wonder if they're like, what are they, like Cataphragm destroyers, or, I always forget the name of the big robot. Castellan robots? Something like that. I don't play them on the tabletop, so I always forget the names. But they could be something big like that, and then I think these are our tech priests here. Anyways, let's get back to... Or actually, we didn't look at tech yet. Is this just like an encyclopedia? It looks like it. So this just shows us what we have unlocked. It's not like a research screen or anything. Yeah, just an encyclopedia. Okay, well, we'll clear it, just so it's out of the way for later. Can we research new canticles? No. But we do have a healing one, that's good to know. Alright, so we have two mission choices. We can talk to this guy. He was the one that had like the really robotic speech, where he kind of like... almost reminded me of... oh, I can't remember what they're called in Mass Effect. But they always state the tone of their speech before they actually speak, because they have no tone. Anyways, this is at the Acropis sector, and this mission is called the Killing Jar. Tech Acquisitor Scaevola wishes to begin her research. Her? Really? I know that was a her. This one was an it, really. Like completely robotic at this point. Begin her research into the secrets of the Necrons and asks for specimens of the enemy to be gathered from the tomb of Acropis. So we just need to collect Necron samples. Our reward is a Volkite blaster. Ooh, those are pretty badass. That's like Horus Heresy era stuff. An Omnispecs would be useful as well, and 91 Blackstone. This is an easy mission. All we have are Necron warriors and scarabs. So that's an option. We also have this one called Winds of Change in the Argalek sector, which is where the tutorial took place. So, Lector Dogmatus Vindex, this is the guy who was calling everything heresy, has requested the deployment of a sensor servitor to fumigate the tomb of Argalek and cleanse its spiritual corruption. So we need to deploy a sensor servitor and cleanse the tomb. As a reward, we get an arc rifle and a Curatio claw and 91 Blackstone. And this only has Necron warriors. This sounds like the easier mission to me, because the scarabs can actually be quite difficult if they heal the warriors. And since we were just here, I feel like this is a good follow-up mission. The rewards for both are pretty good, so let's do this one, and then we'll do the other one. But I don't think the order is going to matter too much, and they both seem pretty straightforward. Okay, so here we get to choose our deployment. We're going to go with Menarius and Jeremiah. And then we can deploy as many servitors as we want, I guess. So we'll just take all four. It looks like we can unlock more deployment slots as well. And yeah, I think we can get up to 6 tech priests, and it looks like up to 7 different servant types. Oh, and we're going to select this as our canticle. That's the only one we have access to, so yeah. We may as well. Alright, here we go. I called you here, Lector Dogmatus Vindex, because your knowledge of spiritual matters and the cult Mechanicus will be crucial in dealing with any moral threats on Silva Tenebris. I have 543,021 works of scripture stored for rapid context topical retrieval. There is no obstacle beyond my capacity to cancel you on. Unnecessary use of cogitator power. Waste of resources, Vindex. Insufficient use. Go to Augmetic Bay for improvements. The Xenos tomb is revealed to us as a great hungry maw that seeks to consume our very purity. Blasphemy reeks from every corner of the tomb of Argalek. Most poetic, Lector Dogmatus. Your thoughts on how to proceed? I shall take my cues from the writings of Archmagos Veneratus Hereticus? Sure. Let the stench of corruption be swept aside by the sweet winds of faith. One of my censor servitors will cleanse the spiritual corruption with blessed incense. Then deploy one immediately. My thoughts exactly, Magos. With your assistance, the Omniscia's work shall be done. The censor servitor is deployed at the tomb entrance, Magos. I am ready to send it on its way. Halt, Subdomina. The censor servitor is a delicate piece of machinery. It is ill-suited to hostile territory. Avalornians 591. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. It must be escorted on its sacred duty. Don't be ridiculous. Every step we take in the tomb risks the lives of our personnel. If the spiritual integrity of the mission is truly at stake, Subdomina Kepra, it is worth the risk. And I assure you it most definitely is. I've already sent a team ahead. I foresaw your emotional connection to your troops, Kepra. If you are ever to be a Dominus, I must show you how to command. My gratitude, Magos. The Xenos corruption will destroy us as surely as the guns of the enemy. Very well. His will be done. Okay. Deployment number 1. So, let's see. We have kind of a roundabout path here. Oh, this is interesting. So this is a lot less linear than the tutorial. We could make a beeline for that, but this is our ultimate destination here. So I wonder what that is. But this, I believe, is our objective. So we could go this way, and then maybe clear those later. Yeah, let's try to be more direct here. We'll try to make a nice clean path. This is no good, Magos. No good at all. The Xenos corruption takes physical form in this murky fog. Can anything be done? The noisome miasma of fumes from the Xenos machinery in this area is masking the servitor's sacred incense. We can pray to purge the corruption with prayer. We can purge or scour away the corruption with flame. I do like fire. Or power through. Live with the miasma's presence and hurry through the area. Huh. I wish they gave a little bit more indication as to what these do. Even just a hint, a small hint. Let's pray. We are on a spiritual mission here, and plus I feel like purging, as much as I would to just burn haphazardly, is going to increase the awaken level, I can almost guarantee. This might come back to bite us later if we skip it, because we are here to cleanse it, and so if we just ignore parts, that's not a very good cleansing job, is it? Thus the machine god answers our prayers. Exaltations 49. The Lord of Mars is with us in the dark, even if thou knowest it not. Okay, so the cohort performs a selection of psalms from the Codex Mechanica Pura. The toxic fog clears and the tech priests advance with renewed purpose. Necron initiative decrease. So that was a solid choice. No negatives there. Do we pop into this little side room and see what it is? Or do we just go straight for this? You know what? We are the Mechanicus. We're curious to a fault. Let's go in here. While traversing this chamber, the sensor servitor crosses a part of the floor that collapses under the machine's weight. God damn it. The servitor is trapped at the bottom of a shaft of machinery and pipework and must be extricated. So we can fashion a system of pulleys and ropes to haul the machine out of the hole. We can exhort the servitor to overload its magnetic levitation circuits, or we can climb into the hole and haul the servitor out manually. Let's go with Mechanicus. Mechanics, we are the Mechanicus. Should be easy. To every problem, a solution lies in the application of tech lore. Thus, Ferarch Asclepian wrote, and thus we have proven. I shall meditate on this revelation. Okay. So that did make some noise. The Necrons are waking in response to our presence within the tomb. As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. This increases the difficulty of the mission. The longer you spend in the tomb, the harder the missions become. Okay, so we should have been more direct, but we did earn some cognition at least. The makeshift pulley system takes a long time to set up, but once in place, it proves up to the task of extricating the servitor from its predicament. Okay. So yes, we did increase the awakening, but we did earn some free cognition for whenever we have to fight. So let's head back to here, and then we'll make our way into this room, and then our destination lies just ahead. Menials shall be ritually chastised for this maintenance failure. It is imperative to get the servitor functioning again quickly. Neo-Dogmatics 7190. If his will be done, let it be done quickly. The sensor servitor stops moving and starts belching pungent smoke. The runes of attention are blinking on its chassis, indicating several key systems require maintenance. Oh, come on. This thing is obviously very fragile. So we can perform the entire rite of refurbishment, including the incantation of 7 diagnostic processes and addendum fabricatoris. Or we can perform the most perfunctory rites of repairing, or we can perform ritual replacement on the servitor's key systems. Let's just do primary maintenance. We'll fix what is absolutely necessary and keep moving before we make this worse. Ooh, that sucks. The servitor is given a sprinkling of sanctified machine oil and an application of holy mastics. It continues to smolder, but it is functional again, and it hurt one of my combat servitors. Okay, here's our objective. Okay, so we have to kill all the enemies. It looks like we have 2 Necron warriors to deal with here. Oh, and some... Are these like turrets? What are those? They have health bars. Okay, well. That's like a little bridge. I think we should deploy more or less in the center here, because we're going to have to cross. Let's see. I'm gonna put you... Oh, I thought I had... Or I thought you were there. Okay, that looks good to me. We're gonna have Jeremiah do the bulk of the fighting over here. Menarius is going to just kind of support him. I'm not going to deploy any servitors yet because they have limited movement. And so if I wait, I should be able to deploy them much closer to the enemy. Or I could not wait and just bum rush the enemy with them. That might work better, actually. Because then they would take most of the fire and leave my tech priests unharmed. Maybe I should do that. I don't know how much screening I should do with them versus how much I should be trying to preserve them. I'll deploy 2, and we can deploy the other 2 later. It's going to cost me both of my cognition, though, but we should get a free one at the beginning of Menarius' turn. So let's do that. Plus we gain cognition when these guys get hit, so... Or when they get killed. But yeah, we get a free one because of him. Do we scan, or do we try to get more cognition? If I'm going to scan, it should be early. There was a lot of people that said I should have scanned that Necron warrior at the end of the last tutorial mission, but the thing was, we had nothing to do but attack him anyways, and so there was no reason to find out what his armor was, because frankly we had no choice but to attack him regardless. Here, obviously, knowing what we're up against will influence how we approach it, so it is definitely worth figuring this out. Let's see. Let's scan at least one of these and figure out what they are. It looks like a Necron turret. I did scan it. Did I not? Okay, well... You're kind of stuck back there, aren't you? That's unfortunate. I'm just gonna end your turn then, I guess. What's over here? Hopefully nothing deploys over there. I'm going to move you up at least. Can you attack? No. Yeah, that's blocking your line of sight. Actually, I wonder if you can from here. Because you do have increased range. No. Okay, then I am going to move you back there. That blocks it from attacking you at the very least, and that gets you closer on your following turn. Okay. Let's put you here. We'll have you start swinging at that thing. Actually, I should have moved you further up. That was poor choice. Yeah, because now he blocks this guy from getting in there. Oh, I guess you can get in here. Okay, we got lucky there. 1 damage. Yeah, they don't hit very hard. Okay, the warriors are going to move up. This guy will probably get shot, but that's okay. Oh no! Who's awakening? Over here, it looks like. I see a little gun pointing out. Yep, there he is. Okay. We can deploy another servitor if we so choose. I'm going to do it because it's essentially free. Again, if I have 1 cognition, I spend it to deploy a servitor. Anarius will just give us another one. So I'm going to drop him here and let him try to engage that warrior in melee to slow him down. Then rush out here. Okay, you're up. Gonna shoot that guy probably. Yep. Okay, good. As long as they don't get one-shotted, I'm fine with it. But we gain cognition because they damaged us, and now we have a better understanding of how their weapons work. Can you really not fire on him from there? I should be able to. I don't know why I'm not getting an indication that I can. But let's deal with this warrior, just so he's not flanking us. The servitor's in the way. Great. Let's see. 3 to 5. This hits harder anyways. I wonder if it's worth spending the cognition to get into melee combat with him. I'm gonna do it. Just because that prevents him from shooting anymore. Oh, I don't have enough cognition. Damn it. I'll have to wait until next turn. But that does prevent him from shooting at least. He can attack us in melee, but that's about it. Let's grab some more. We're probably not going to be coming up on that one anytime soon. So that will get us enough to hopefully fire. If I go there, I can shoot, so let's do that. Let's see how this does. Okay. 1 damage. That will be... Could be the end of your turn, but I could also run up and force him to fight us in melee combat. Which, again, with the guns we have, I think is the better way to do it. Because our guns aren't that good. They're not as good as the ones we had in the tutorial. Plus, again, I get a free cognition next round anyways. So, I'm going to do it. This could be a mistake. I might be being a little bit too aggressive here, but... it is what it is. So, what are you going to do? You're going to walk up and shoot me point blank? Ouch. That hurt. Okay. I might have you come help over here. Maybe he'll get distracted by you. Also, your hits are a lot more effective against these guys. You need to finish that thing off. So let's keep you closer to that fight when I need you, but keep you in range of this to keep chipping away. It looks like you will get the kill there. Nice. That lowered the awakening. And then we can move you up if we so choose, but I don't know that that's worth... let's do it. I might be able to maneuver somebody out of the way. But these narrow... Oh, nice. He decided to try to run and we got a free attack on him. He's going to fire point blank, though. Ouch. Okay. New round. That thing's awake again. Let's move you to here. Have you attack. Okay, that's the end of your turn. He's going to try to flee. I was hoping we'd down him. Oh god, one less than we did. There it is. Oh, he absorbed it. Come on. That should have downed him. So, Jeremiah up here is not looking so great. There's our free cognition. Let's grab another one. That's further away from everybody, I think. We'll go ahead and finish him off. Let's see. That's that one. Oh, so he does... Yeah, but which servitor is that? That's the servitor we want. So you have to finish him off because he can attack you if you don't. Then let's do that. Is it worth trying to shoot him? No, I think we need to attack in melee just to be absolutely sure that we get this. Really? I thought for sure we'd kill him there. Okay, well he might try to back off and we might get an attack of opportunity on him. Let's see. Okay. But we do have two servitors that could help us there. So it might be worth... Well, no, I have no choice but to go here. So that should get us a kill. Nice. Knocked him flying too. Yeah, so when we crit, we don't have to worry about them getting back up. Let's see. I'm going to make some room for them to get through. Is that enough room? It might not be. Let's scoot just a little bit further over. Then we'll fire. Okay, and that should let these guys move in. Look at you with the double crit. Okay, his turn. He's going to shoot the servitor. Hopefully he doesn't kill it. Nice. He could have killed Jeremiah, so we got lucky there. Let's put you in melee combat so that he can't shoot anymore. And we'll start chipping away at his health. Nice. Got max damage there. Let's have you slide in as well. We'll get 2 attacks of opportunity if he tries to flee. And that's good enough for me. He's going to try to get away. We downed him with the attack of opportunity. Nice. Extra Necrons from the Awakening, but where? Hopefully not really far away, but hopefully not so close that they ambush us. I don't see the Necron. But they can spawn in either of these or in this. Well, there, not there. That one's already been used up. So there's 3 places they can spawn, but they're all kind of far away. Let's hope it's here because we're almost done with that guy. Do I save him? Or do I deploy the next servitor? I'm gonna save him because we might need him elsewhere. Okay, so I would like you to finish that thing off. Cool. But do we know where they're coming from? I don't believe we do. Where was that bridge? There's one there, but does it go that way as well? Because I'd like to get on that thing. But I guess they can do it after they finish there. So it might be worth moving you back this way, and then you can hop on that or something. Sure. Off you go. I like how they kind of waggle their arm there when they move. And then Minarius, I can move you a bit further. To like there. I'm not going to waste any more cognition though. That's fine. Okay, over here. Let's grab some more of this. And if I want to, I can step him over there to grab a bit more. Let's see. You can't shoot through our servitors. So I can step you into melee and finish him. Hopefully. He'd have to do better than minimum damage. But I might... The thing is, if I keep him behind the servitors, he can't shoot us. And if he tries to back out, he'll take 2 attacks of opportunity. So that might be better to just keep him out of line of sight so we don't get shot. I wish you could fire over your own servitors. But I guess not. I'm going to use the canticles, actually. I don't want to risk him dying. So that puts him back up to 7, so he shouldn't be able to get hit and killed in one hit. And I guess that means we can just be aggressive and go for the kill. That way he doesn't get another turn. Okay, the more charged it becomes, you gain a buff. Got it. Well, we're using it. We're using it, and we're swinging. We did enough to kill him. Cool. We gain a cognition. Now we just need to finish him off. Oh, cool. We got him because the other one didn't spawn yet. Sweet. Mission complete. The sensor servitor reaches a location where the air currents through the tomb will take its sacred exudations to every corner of the tomb. The cohort guards it until its incense is fully deployed and can escort it back to the tomb entrance. So we didn't get the full amount of blackstone there, unfortunately. But we did complete the mission. The sensor servitor has been delivered to the depths of the tomb, Lector Dogmatus. Its sacred incense now permeates all areas of the structure. Positive outcome, Magos. It is right and proper that you see as I do the dangers posed by the corruptive influence of the Xenos. It remains to be seen if the tomb is rendered less dangerous for our troops. At the very least, the place is less malodorous. I trust you will continue to consider the alien with the hatred and disdain they deserve, Magos. As we explore this world, remember the words of binary hierarch Gestemore. The weak in mind will seek to understand the Xenos. The strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance. Okay. So, what's the minus 30? I don't know. We did get our rewards though. Oh, so we get 91 regardless. Cool. But we didn't find any. If we had explored all the rooms, we could have found more. So do we have to spend 30 to heal them or something? Is that what that is? I don't know. But we did get some blackstone from killing these guys. And we did get some new weapons as well. We will look at those, and then we will call it a day. So, let's look at Jeremiah first. He's our primary combatant, I guess you could say. So, arc rifle. 1 to 8 energy damage to the target, and 1 to 2 energy damage to chain targets, so it can jump. I don't believe that he has any available slots, though. Yeah, so what we have to do is remove the Phosphor Blast Pistol, which I'm not too concerned about because it doesn't hit that hard. It's 1 to 2 energy damage. This one is 1 to 8. So while there's a lot of room to play around there, the maximum damage is much higher. And then, of course, we have the chain lightning effect. So let's give him that. Oh, we need 2. So we can't use that yet. I could upgrade him. I have enough to do it. And since I don't have another Tech Priest, it might be worth doing. So let's see. What is that? It doesn't say. Unlock a body part specific to this discipline. That's cool. But that requires an augment slot, whereas we kind of want to add another one. But I have to do that before I do this. So if I gave him Explorator, for example, it looks like that would work. And that would be pretty helpful because he was in melee quite often. Especially because our guns kind of suck right now. But it looks like that will give us enough augment capacity because we need, I think, 2 blue wrenches and we only have 1 right now. So this might be a mistake, but I'm going to do it. Okay, then we will give you this. And it looks like we can equip it now. Perfect. Okay. So Jeremiah is now rank 3. We'll spend our next level up on Menarius, because he is going to fall behind if we don't. And if we keep getting 91 per mission, that should be enough to level up at least 1 tech priest per mission until they reach the higher levels, and then obviously that's no longer going to be the case. I am really curious about these slots, though. These are cool. So you basically get unique gear to differentiate them in that class as they move up. I like that a lot. Okay, so we have 2 missions available for the next episode. Another one with this guy, I forget his name, and then another one with, was it Agrippina? So we'll see. Agrippina's mission, I think, is the same as before. This is obviously a new one because we already did his earlier mission. And so we'll check both of those out and decide which one is best suited to us. But anyways, that's where we'll leave it for today, so thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Warhammer 40k Mechanicus with you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. The game is really cool. I love all the customization, and I can't wait to have like really, really badass Tech Priest Dominuses with all the different augments and stuff. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you back here for the next episode.